Lifesteal SMP is a server where if you kill someone, you Lifesteal SMP is a server where if you kill someone, you Lifesteal SMP is a server where if you kill someone, you
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is a first look at the current
You read that title correctly. No, your eyes aren't broken. No, this isn't clickbait. In my last video, I asked you guys a simple question. Should me and my friends trait farm a strawberry elephant? And for those of you who actually understand this game, you already know how ridiculous that sentence is. Because this isn't just some random brain rot. This is the strawberry elephant. Something most players will never even see in a normal server, let alone get permission to mess with. But somehow, against all logic, and probably against common sense, this actually happened. So I sent Sammy a message on Discord, just explaining the idea. You can pause right here if you actually want to read it, because even typing this out felt illegal. I asked him if he'd let us trait farm a strawberry elephant, just for content, and then delete it afterwards so nothing permanently breaks the game. The entire goal was simple, just to see how absolutely unhinged we could make it look in a controlled setting. No economy abuse, no funny business, just pure curiosity, and probably the dumbest and craziest idea I've ever sent to a game owner. And I don't know if he's just as crazy as I am, because this was his reply. And then, the absolute goat joined the server. At that point, we already had a plan in place. I asked him if he could do one simple thing. Just snap and spawn the strawberry elephant naturally, so it still had a chance to roll runway traits. From there, we'd handle everything else. No extra help, no shortcuts. Just us, the traits, and a brain rot that was never meant to be touched like this. So yeah, just sit back and please, witness this.
Cocofanto elefanto.
Did this guy spawn a strawberry Cocofanto? So yeah, just sit back and please, witness this.
Strawberry elephant.
We genuinely couldn't believe what we were looking at. Everyone in the call just completely lost it, yelling over each other, laughing, not processing reality at all. A rainbow strawberry elephant sitting in our private server. And somehow, it was ours to trait farm. Now, I'll be completely honest with you guys. Out of all the possible runway traits we could have hit, the only one we got was fire. Not exactly the dream roll. But honestly, that didn't even matter. Because even with just fire, this thing was already capable of doing some serious damage. And then, it somehow got even crazier. Sammy ended up rejoining the server later on and decided to run even more events for us. So don't go anywhere. You're gonna want to see what happens next. Just the fire trait alone had us sitting at 11.2 billion per second, and we already had Chiclatera running in the background. And you guys already know how we get this stuff done. This is the easiest method out there. Normally, people would be sweating bullets trying to trait farm something of this caliber, scared to even touch it. But not us. We love this. And sure enough, Chiclatera ends up hitting, locking us in at 15 billion per second with 2 traits alone. So yeah, I better see straight W Sammy in the comments. You guys ask, and somehow you actually receive. You guys genuinely don't understand how surreal this actually felt. Just sitting there, looking at it in-game, knowing what it is and how rare this moment really was. For the longest time, We've always talked about it,
Strawberry
wondering
elephant.
what would happen if the day ever came where we actually saw a strawberry elephant spawn for us, how we'd react, what we'd do with it. And honestly, this was exactly how we imagined it. Not playing it safe, not babying it, but pushing it as far as possible
Strawberry
and turning it
elephant.
into the craziest strawberry elephant in the game. Anyways, back to it. We had to start trait farming this thing as fast as possible because SpongeBoy didn't have unlimited money to keep buying it back over and over. And on top of that, it was getting more expensive by the second. So we started running our usual events. And if I'm being completely honest with you guys, it started to feel like this elephant was either cursed or just straight up allergic to traits. We ran Bombardiro, nothing. We ran Gatito, nothing. We ran Orca, nothing, absolutely nothing was hitting. And at this point, finding ritual brain rots this late was basically impossible until Sammy decided to join us again. Oh my God. At this point, we were now trait farming a Meow rainbow strawberry elephant. And somehow, it didn't stop there. Sammy started running traits we almost never see. He ran Skibidi, spoiler alert, it didn't hit. But then he ran Fireworks, and a bunch of other traits that barely ever come out in normal gameplay. And I just want to say this real quick, a genuine thank you to Sammy from me, Star, and SpongeBoy. We're seriously grateful he trusted us with this, and even made this video possible for you guys in the first place, because with every attempt, this elephant was slowly, but surely, climbing higher and higher in value. It was getting crazier by the second. And the cleanest part about it? No chop traits, no taco, no crab. Just a super clean build on something that was never meant to look like this. He even ran Tung Tung. This is not something I was expecting to check off on my 2026 bingo card, I'll tell you that much. And I'm willing to bet none of you were expecting a Monday like this either. Just a calm, casual video of us trait farming the most expensive brain rot in the entire game. At this point, we were sitting at 23 billion per second with 4 insane traits alone. And here's a quick fun fact. Tung Tungs are only runway traded events, which is a little disappointing because if that could have actually hit, this thing would have been about 10 times crazier. But honestly, we don't need every single billions per second with 4 insane traits alone. And here's a quick fun fact.
Crispy, saucy, and
Only runway
for a limited time, just $5. Wawa's got chicken sandwiches that fit you and your
trait. This wasn't about making it easy for ourselves. This was about building the strawberry elephant, pushing it naturally, and seeing how far it could really go. And I think Sammy was a little confused too, because right after that, he ran UFO, which is also just a runway trait. We were honestly nerding out the entire time, going back and forth about what traits do, which traits can hit what, and how all of it actually works, with the guy who literally created the game. We even talked about the idea of letting every trait hit any brain rot, runway or not, no restrictions. And yeah, on paper that sounds insanely fire, but in reality, it would be completely overpowered. Values would absolutely plummet. Because imagine fusing for something like a Hydra Dragon, and it ends up with 20 plus traits on it. At that point, everybody would have one sitting in their base, and nothing would feel special anymore. So as painful as it can be sometimes, those restrictions are what actually keep the game balanced. Bro, we actually trait farmed with Sammy. We ran the Spider event with Spider Sammy. And yeah, before anyone says it, no, I'm not glazing. This moment is just genuinely insane to me, because I came into this content scene out of nowhere, as a nobody, no expectations. And now I'm here, playing the game I enjoy with my brothers, collaborating with the owner of the game, making videos like this. It still doesn't feel real. So genuinely, thank you to every single one of you for watching, subscribing, and always showing. Because I came into this content scene out of nowhere, as a nobody, no expectations. And now I'm here, playing the game I enjoy with my brothers, collaborating with the owner of the game, making videos like this. It still doesn't feel real. So genuinely, thank you to every single one of you for watching, subscribing, and always showing